X's latest community notes experiment will allow AI to write the first draft. Meta is giving its AI slop feed an app of its own. And the CIA stopped publishing the World Factbook. It's Friday, February 6th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. X is testing a new collaborative notes feature that allows human writers to request an AI-written community note. It's not the first time the platform has experimented with AI and community notes. The company started a pilot program last year to allow developers to create dedicated AI note writers. X's Keith Coleman told Engadget that AI writers are prolific and that one has contributed more than 1,000 notes that were rated as helpful by other contributors. But the latest experiment sounds like a more streamlined process. According to the company, when an existing community note contributor requests a note on a post, the request now also kicks off creation of a collaborative note. Contributors can then rate the note or suggest improvements. X said that collaborative notes can update over time as suggestions and ratings come in. When considering an update, the system reviews new input from contributors to make the note as helpful as possible, then decides whether the new version is a meaningful improvement. According to Coleman, who oversees community notes, the AI writer for collaborative notes will be Grok. Now, that would be in line with how a lot of X users currently invoke the AI on threads with replies like, "Grok, is this true?" But Coleman says that if it works well, it could make sense to bring the suggestion feedback loop to the AI Note Writer API as well. Community Notes has often been criticized for moving too slowly, so adding AI into the mix could help speed up the process of getting notes published, Coleman says. He also noted that the update provides a new way to make models smarter in the process, continuous learning from community feedback. According to X, only community note contributors with a top writer status will be able to initiate a collaborative note to start, though it expects to expand availability over time. Meta is developing a standalone app for Vibes, its feed of AI-generated videos. That's according to reports from both TechCrunch and Platformer. Vibes was introduced as a feature in the Meta AI app back in September. Similar to OpenAI's Sora app, Vibes lets users prompt Meta AI to create TikTok-style vertical videos. In a statement, Meta said following the strong early traction of Vibes within Meta AI, we're testing a standalone app to build on that momentum. We've seen that users are increasingly leaning into the format to create, discover, and share AI-generated video with friends. This standalone app provides a dedicated home for that experience, offering people a more focused and immersive environment. We will look to expand the app further based on what we learn from the community. Now, Meta has yet to share specific numbers for how many people actually use Vibes, but the company does claim that Meta AI usage has continued to grow since Vibes launched. Breaking the feature out into its own app could allow Meta to add more functionality without cluttering the existing Meta AI app. The company believes AI-generated content will be the next big source of engagement on platforms, and said in an October earnings call that it planned to push more AI images and videos into its recommendation algorithm. A dedicated app for creating videos like Vibes could be one way Meta hopes to do that. As Meta's main competitor in the burgeoning field of AI-first social media, OpenAI has continued to iterate on its Sora app, adding ways for characters and pets to cameo in videos, and signing a deal with Disney to allow users to generate content with Disney characters. Considering the company has licensed celebrity likenesses in the past, it doesn't seem impossible that Meta could pursue similar deals. Whatever happens, AI-generated videos appear like they'll be increasingly inescapable. The Central Intelligence Agency is ending one of its popular services, the World Factbook. Over the decades, this reference has provided readers with information about different countries and communities around the world. The post from the CIA announcing the news did not provide any information about why it will stop offering the World Factbook. The agency was subject to the same buyouts and job cuts that decimated much of the federal workforce back in 2025, so maybe this type of public-facing tool is no longer a priority. This reference guide was first published back in 1962 as the National Basic Intelligence Factbook. That original was classified, but as other government departments began using it, an unclassified version for the public was released in 1971. It became a digital resource on the CIA website in 1997. Thanks for listening. There's more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Carissa Bell, Ian Carlos Campbell, and Anna Washenko, and it was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday morning with more tech news from Engadget.